everybody. Okay, so I've been showing a little bit about APS-C cameras today. Now it's a Sony's turn, but this has an IBIS, whereas the three other cameras on the Nikon did not have any IBIS, they just had digital stabilization. And depending on the lens, it depends if it has OSS. So I got the 18-135, which is an OSS stabilized lens, which will work great with this camera. And then I also have the full frame 24-240, and it's also stabilized. Okay, and I'm going to show you the difference between these two lenses. Try to get this out here. Yeah, do it like that. Get these ready. And hopefully this will be helpful for you, because an APS-C all-in-one against a full frame all-in-one on an APS-C camera. Okay? That's what all this video is about. The barrels do extend. And if I do it that way, and then this way, yeah, the full frame is bigger. So, and this should give me about the equivalent of a 36 to a 360 on the full frame. Okay, with the crop sensor of 1.5. This is 18-135 crop sensor lens. So, anyhow, it's the full frame has a farther reach, but the APS-C has a lower reach. So instead of like a 36, it has an 18 or a 24 compared to a full frame. So I'll be doing some video, taking some pictures with each, and let me know in the comments. You know, for a travel camera, this is good, but if you want better lighting, because they're both, this is a 3.5 to a 5.6. This is a 3.5 to 6.3, but it has a longer reach, okay? So they're kind of equivalent on the light, but I want you to take a look at the vignetting, if there's any vignetting that you see, and especially when you turn on stabilization on the camera. So without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, active steady shot. OSS enabled in the lens and the camera. And this is less shaky than the Nikon's, because this has stabilization in the lens and the camera, and it has an IBIS. So it's part digital, part IBIS. And if we can do a full screen, trying to get it focused. It's kind of hard on flowers, but still. If I bring it down, and you can see my dog. It's pretty smooth. It's kind of tight with this 18-135 crop sensor lens, but still, it's a very good lens. And you can see you have a pretty good distance. So it's like a 27-200, something like that. And we get at the clouds. And of course, we'll just pan one more time. So I already took some pictures with the 18-135 millimeter. Excellent lens. Look at the stabilization. If I walk around a little bit, I got to show off the hole. It's getting deeper. I don't know what I'm going to do with that dog. Anyway, Beautiful pictures. That's that 4K 30. And of course, well, let's look at his toys. All those squeaky ones, the barbells. And bring them back out. Okay, now to the 24 to 240 on the Sony A6700. Okay, this camera's now at 24 millimeters. This is a full frame lens. He likes chewing that tree, which is a good thing. I don't like it. As long as he doesn't bug this plant. I think he likes it too. So let's go to kind of like the slide and stuff. A little tree house for the kids across the alley. Go all the way back to 24. And I'm just panning. Very simple test. Would you take the 18 to 135 or would you take this 24 to 240? All in one lens. It's pretty sharp, it's pretty clear. So anyway, let's see if I can zoom in on him. Yeah, he's going to town on that branch. Yeah, I let him chew on the trees I don't care about. Yeah, let's go into there. Yeah, looks pretty sharp. Okay, this ends the demonstration between both lenses on the Sony A6700. Look at this beautiful sky. So, testing is done. You'll be kind of surprised with both lenses. They're such an improvement over the Nikon stabilization. So Nikon has pretty good stabilization on photos. On the video part on APS-C, they're not too good. A lot of shaking and stuff. You would have to use an optically stabilized VR, okay, on the lens to work with the body, then it's fine. But I was showing some lenses. Well, the F-mount, AFS, Nikkor G 35mm DX lens, which has no stabilization. So it was just stabilization in the camera, and you can see how shaky it was. Anyhow, and it'll give you like a 52mm equivalent to a full frame on a crop sensor cameras. But you see, stabilization is good on this 1-inch sensor, and it's on a gyro. That's why I picked this camera. Plus it came with a mic. So it's stable. You'll watch the 2 videos and the little slideshow, and you let me know. And I can tell you this right now, that the Sony A6700 did a much better job with a stabilized lens than Nikon did with the old F-mount. The next video I'll do is backtrack with the Z50 and the ZFC with the stabilized lens, the kit lens 16-50 and the 50-250. And I'll show you the difference. It's like night and day, all right? Z mount against F mount. Sharper plus stabilization is what you need. So anyway, I like APS-C cameras that have IBIS. I think that's important. I think it's better than digital stabilization. And I do like to have the lens stabilized also. It makes things much smoother for video and for photography. On photography, you just, if you don't have any stabilization, you just put up the shutter speed, and that should take care of that. So anyway, get out of the sun, go over here. Thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Bye, folks. Have a wonderful day.